Welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about something, and we're going to talk about third places. And you may have heard of them, you may not, but ultimately, what a third place is a place to go to just be. There's a concept that you have three main places in life. You have your first place, which is your home, which is your family and your direct people around you within the confines of your house and your property. And that's your more private life. That's your more personal zone. And then what you have is you have your second places. And those are the places of career. Those are your work establishments. Those are your offices, your bakeries, your law firms, your places, your construction sites. These are the places you go to perform work and be productive for some type of gain to yourself and to support your first place. So, a third place is everything outside of that, essentially. If anything outside the form of consumerism, in the form of personalization. A third place is more of an agnostic place. There are places like parks, churches, libraries, things of that nature, things that you can go just to live. And we don't have a lot of those today in the form of open nature. Now, if you live where I live, yeah, there's parks around and everything, and they're designed to be, free to get to for the most part, and, open places. And parks are good. We need more parks. I'm a very big advocate on it. Wait till my video on sacred places. You'll learn more on that. But I think we need to advance out more, because everywhere you go these days outside of some of your nature places, and even sometimes in nature they ask for donations and things, right? So what you do is you lost a sense of being able to go to just exist. Because even at church you're tithing, even at the gym you're paying a membership, even at the library. That's about the one exception, actually, because really you don't have to pay for anything at the library. It's one of the true third places left. And we need more of these places. We need a place to go where it's homey, it's inviting, it's a place for playful mood energy where you can just exist with one another or just relax with one another, where there is no obligation to buy, no obligations to feel like you need to contribute to the establishment, but you just go to enjoy. And think about some of the things outside of that. What can we do in the modern world that is a third place that doesn't require some level of consumerism on it? For entrepreneurs, for instance, if you have the area for a lounge or something that allows people to come in, just put a place that you can have some arcade games and some drinks or something, just a place to hang out, or a community center with games and stuff like that where you can just go to exist. But the problems I find are maybe not necessarily that, but if we dig in deeper to the social dynamics of it, we have problems with the sustainability of these actions because the communities seem to deteriorate these places more quickly than those that you contribute money to, right? So the graffiti in the parks and stuff is a prime example. But let's say that we have a community center that's an arcade pool hall where you just come in and hang out. It's not an entry fee. The games are free. It's just a place to go, right? You can hang out and do what you want with your friends. Over time, eventually that place is going to wear down through entropy because that's just the natural order of things to break down. And you have to rebuild those things back up to maintain that level of quality where the people who want to attend still attend. So these are things that need to overcome in order for these third places that provide a high level value of just existing need to come back to or need to overcome, because otherwise we end up with these bland parks. We end up with these bland areas that you just go to sit, and there's not a lot of enjoyment there besides enjoying the silence and the sitting. So in order to develop third place recreational establishments, we need to somehow piggyback in to what I call like the entrepreneurial spirit, where these people will help back these endeavors to allow people to come in and utilize the facility as a third place. So a forum would be a good idea, in my opinion. If we think about the old Roman forums and stuff, when they weren't preaching or not preaching, when they weren't philosophizing or they weren't doing, debating law and rhetoric and everything, there were areas that you can barter, sell, and trade, right? It's kind of like the mall that we have now, but then you have the community center in the middle. What if we redesigned all that to where we allow people to just coexist in a forum area that has these events and everything, that have these festivities and these enjoyable things that allow you just to exist, but then the businesses around it contribute to that establishment, right? And I'm not talking like taxation and stuff. I don't know exactly how to do this yet, but I'm just brainstorming the idea at the moment. It just came to me. So it would be interesting to see what that looks like when a city is designed around third places and the fractionalization of supporting them. I think that would be awesome, for sure. I think that would really build up the community, and it's something totally different than the 15-minute city idea, and it's something different than parks. Even though we need parks, we need more parks and public places like that, which I'll get more into in my Sacred Places video. But I think third places need to have a comeback, and we need not to focus on, as entrepreneurs, we need not to focus on what's in it for me, but what can I give to the city without asking anything in return. And I think when we come back with that stance and we support local, we can start to see the development of third places. And that's my pitch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.